I grew up in a very small place where my parents used to work on a sweet sugarcane factory, and the life was tough, and the financial economy was not the best. But we were happy by the way we lived because we supported each other. We were surrounded by the family and friends. Myself, growing up playing football on the street with friends and cousins, we have everything. But obviously, you want to improve in life. You want to get a better life, a better condition, and to have a proper place to live. And then growing up, when the football came, I think the best dream I could have, if you ask me honestly, I must say, maybe people think, oh, you want to play for the best clubs in the world and play for Brazil in trophies. This part of the dream, but the main dream was how to help my family throughout football.
Não, primeiro quando eu comecei a estudar, eu era bom na escola. Eu sempre achei que eu fosse ser advogado. Mas por ser o único homem de casa, meu pai queria que eu fosse jogador de futebol. Mas eu continuava sendo um bom aluno. Então a minha ideia, se eu não fosse jogador de futebol, seria advogado ou piloto de Fórmula 1. Então imagina a minha vida como foi. Para querer ser advogado de Fórmula 1 e deu certo no futebol, significa que Deus me deu esse dom de poder fazer uma história bonita.
Well, to be honest with you, they didn't really have to do much because I saw my parents getting up at silly o'clock in the morning and getting home silly o'clock at night. I barely saw my dad until the Saturday morning because all week he was left before I got up and he was coming back from work. I was already in bed. So, I just kind of knew that only hard work pays off, and football for me was never a way of making money. I was passionate from 5-6 years old, and all I wanted to do was, making a career, but not making a career thinking of money. It was just, wanting to be the best player in the world.
Well, when I have the opportunity to come back to football, because I went to my first club the first time, and I just stayed when I passed the trial, but I stayed short, only 5 months, and I have to go back to my hometown to work and help family, and just came back again to football when I was 19, a little bit late. I had to work 2.5 years in a switch factory until I get back to football and try again, and to be accepted in that environment. But when I got it, and especially when I signed my first contract, I think then I realized myself, wow, now I'm start to do something important in football. I know that it's a long way to go, but being accepted after work for 2.5 years in a switch factory and come along in a very short period of time, just a couple of months late, sign the first contract was something so special. But I knew that it was just the beginning of a long journey, and the journey was beautiful. It was beautiful when then, from the first club, and then we start to play as at the main 11, the starting 11, then move to another club, and after national team, and move to Arsenal. This is sometime when I start thinking, I say, wow, looks like it was fast, but it's like when you grab the opportunities, you work hard, and when the opportunities come to you, you take it.
Well, it all came about. Arsene Wenger just called the house phone, called the landline, and spoke to my dad and just said how interested he was to bring me to the club. And I remember my dad was on the phone for about an hour with Arsene, and at the end he just said that was Arsene Wenger. He wants you to join Arsenal. What do you think? And I was like, I'm on my way. That was choice made for me. That's where I wanted to go and play and carry on my career. So yeah, a lot of discussion after with my parents, because obviously letting your 16-year-old kid move abroad, and it's not an easy thing to do. I'm a dad now, and I probably won't let my son move abroad that young. So I know how tough it was for my parents, but I was so adamant that's where I wanted to go. So they didn't have much much choice. At the end of it, I was convinced by Arsenal and Arsene, so that's where I wanted to go.
Oh, my parents, they were, very happy, of course, but sometimes they don't really express how happy they are, because they are very simple people. But I mentioned to them, this opportunity to come to us, and they were very happy. I said, listen, whatever you decide to go and to be, we are behind you. We support you because we love you, in every aspect of life. We wish you the best of luck to you, and God bless you. And for me, going to Arsenal by the time, I think the main challenge for me was the language. It's not much about football, but you have, of course, to adapt to it, adapt to the way the club was played, the way the European football works, especially in England, in UK, with Arsenal, with the number of talented players. But you have to be fast as well. I think the language for me was a little bit of challenge.
Well, at the time, obviously, I'm talking about 1999, so it's quite a long time ago, and the support was not great. In terms of, obviously, you didn't have a lot of people working for the club, so the support I had was pretty much Arsene Wenger, who spoke French, because as I said, my English was very basic, so I could not really go into an English family or go and, like a lot of local players go and do. So I've had to go and live with my grandparents. They moved over as well. So I had that little French kind of support at the beginning. But yeah, no, it was just tough. I had to learn the language. I had to get on with foreigners that didn't speak my language at the time. But obviously, I've made the decision to move country and play for Arsenal. It was all on me. I had to make the sacrifices and make the move to learn the language as quick as possible and settle down.
Sedu was so important by the time because he took care of me, like a big brother, take care of a younger brother, and helped me a lot from the beginning until the last day we stayed together in the club. And we had a very good time. And from the beginning, he just embraced me and gave me the guidance and talking about the culture, talking about how the Arsene wants the players to play, the train, and etc. And then, by observation, you understand fast, to see the way the people act and in training. And but then when I start to learn, and start to speak a better English, it facilitates my life, of course.